Hey, boy.
Howdy.
We're all here. We got the Chad Cooke Band. What's up, guys? How are you?
Doing
What's
great,
up?
Travis. Thanks for having us, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for coming on here. Looking forward to talking to you. I've been listening to your guys' music for a couple of days now. I'm falling down the rabbit hole of watching your guys' live streams in the YouTube. Listening to your guys' music and the banter in between the songs is highly entertaining. Um,
It gets out of hand every once in a while.
So I wanted to have you guys on to talk about your show here at George's Majestic Lounge on January 22nd with the Bart Crow. Looking forward to having you guys here. Have you guys played a whole lot in Northwest Arkansas in the past?
Man, we haven't. We've played around the area in Kansas and then Oklahoma, northeastern Oklahoma, but we have not played. This is actually, I don't even
It's our
think we
second
played.
time playing Arkansas.
Yeah, this is our second show in Arkansas. We played in Clarksville a couple of years ago, which is a little bit further east of Fayetteville. But yep, we're looking forward to being back. That was about 3-4 years ago, so it's been a while since I've been back to Arkansas.
Well, you guys are coming to the where the University of Arkansas is, to where here in Arkansas we all get kind of the Texans get in-state tuition. So we have a very large percentage of our university are kids from Texas that's kind of grew up in the music scene that you guys have there in the Texas country music scene. They've grown up listening to what you and the guys that you guys play with, the other bands, have been doing. So they're graduating high school and coming here, and then for you guys to be coming here, they're getting to see some of their hometown bands. That's pretty much what we see. Any band from Texas that plays here, there's some people that roll out that
That's great.
might even
Good
be
to
hear.
from town and stuff. So it's a pretty cool
We
thing.
love Arkansas.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, so you guys you have this new single out, Brothers. It's not new, but you guys it's your kind of your latest single that you guys
The newest so far.
Yeah, the newest so far.
Yeah, we gave November a little bit of a doubleheader, and Brothers was the last of those two releases. Yeah.
So how's it been out playing that song? And I kind of want to dive into that because the content on that song, for anybody that has a brother, within the first 2 minutes or the first 2 seconds, you're reminded of playing Batman and stuff with your little brother and whatnot. So kind of talk about that song.
Yeah, that song was actually one that was pitched to us from our buddies Andy Albert and Jordan Walker
and Brian Carper.
And it was about a year ago this month. We were in Nashville and headed that way, and they pitched us some songs in November of 2018. So we had a couple of months to listen to a little catalog of songs, and this one was the first one that all of us kind of were like, man, this is it's different because it's definitely more. It's called Brothers, a very specific song, but all of us, whether, a couple of us have brothers, I have a twin sister. And even for me, I was getting the feels just thinking about, growing up with my sister. And we felt like, even though it's about brothers, it's definitely a universal song and has a really universal meaning behind it. And it really hits you in the feels, man. It gets you right in the heart. So, we kind of hope that. And so far the feedback's been what we hoped for. People that have brothers, or maybe just a best friend they grew up with. That reminds them of growing up with just a special person that you shared a lot of memories with. So it's been fun playing live.
Show reactions often differ, but that's one we've been letting Chad do acoustically right now, and we've seen a lot of tears. It's a very emotional song. We've had and people come up afterwards and explain to us a lot of what Chad just said in what you also said about the song summary, and it's refreshing to see that. We knew that we needed that type of song, and we knew what it was because I don't know how many bands admit this on a podcast, but hey, we cried a little bit. At least I did. It was very emotional.
As a band,
I teared up for sure. I have a big brother, and it's just it's one of those things, and a big sister. So
it's an emotional song.
It is an emotional song.
For me, I work with many different genres of music, but I was raised. My roots are very strong into country music songwriting, and I think people like Dean Dillon is the greatest thing ever. The people that's written these timeless songs, and so for us, we're in Arkansas. We've got a little bit of to that Texas music community, but that seems to be a staple it's almost like there's different genres of country music, but like the Texas country music is like a thing. And I think a lot of people that don't live in Texas don't understand that you could tour to so many places and venues and build a career within a state. Is there another state like that? I don't think, not that I know of.
Oh, and it bleeds out into Oklahoma and even all the way up to Colorado as well.
That's only because we decided to share our scene with them.
That's not a joke, though. You
We're very
go
generous,
there
yeah.
and take it there. So, but it's, but that's for me. For what you guys are doing, though, it reminds me so much of what got me into country music when I was a kid. Is these very heartfelt songs that I felt like I could relate to, and you guys singing about family and relationship, like the relationships of humans and stuff like that. I think that's just like so important. So kudos to you guys for doing that. That's awesome.
And I think the timing of that song was good because up to that point, like this last year, we released a lot of like more kind of honky tonk, sort of upbeat, fast songs, and our catalog needs these slower songs, and Brothers just fit the bill, and it worked out well for us.
Very proud to have it.
All right, so go ahead.
No, we're just saying we're very proud to have acquired that song. It was a great song that a lot of people passed the opportunity to take, and luckily it was just meant to be that when it was pitched to us, we were actually able to record it. So we were very blessed.
How many dates were you guys doing before this pandemic? Were you guys hitting the road pretty heavy?
Oh man, we were booked up 6 months. We had 6 months of shows every Friday, Saturday, some Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and our 2021 was looking to be our best year yet as far as touring. 2019 was great for us. We had our first #1 single on Texas radio that year, and it was looking great. We had to cancel 6 months worth of shows, and we're just now finally starting to get back on the road a little bit. So yeah, but it hurt a lot of people, not just us. So take it as it goes.
It's one of those things.
Thanks for bringing that up. It hurts a little bit.
Let's talk about all
digging that knife a little deeper.
As musicians. But let's kind of talk about these streams, though. It's been kind of interesting. You said you guys did a lot of streams. That's kind of the only way after everything went down. Everything went digital and stuff like that. But obviously it's a different dynamic. But it's got to be nice to be able to perform your stuff for the people that are still wanting to hear your music.
Oh yeah. Kevin was our bass player. Kevin was the guy who really set that up and championed that cause. We had all of our live streams at his house, and he's the guru on the technology of all that.
I definitely had to like crash course in how to
stream from an underground bunker.
It was all how to. I mean, we went in there just green.
I was on Craigslist buying like webcams, and we got a set of lights and everything. We're off of Amazon.
That's not all he did on Craigslist.
A lot of the band's history it revolves around Craigslist. Interesting.
Chad and I met on Craigslist.
Yeah.
Did you really?
I thought that was Backpage.
It never went off into a rabbit hole somewhere.
I thought it was missed connections.
Might have been that.
It's almost like the same. But anyway, so it's crazy though that you learned all that. I saw a lot of people doing the streaming hit, but really taking the bull by the horns and really learning how to do it. I bet you've probably, being a musician, you're creative. So I bet that branched off into all different types of ideas you could use that skill set for down the line too, I bet.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Used a lot of digital graphics.
Yeah, I got a bunch of AV friends, and so I asked a lot of questions, and I'm just a guy with a laptop and some determination, and I was creative with it. I don't know if you saw any of our 8-bit digital graphics, but
insane merch discounts.
Oh man, it was a fun time.
The beer storm, beer NATO.
I was trying to think of what. Yeah, so I was wondering who did it. I wasn't expecting it, and I saw it, and I was like, "Who's doing that graphics? This is awesome."
Nobody else was doing that.
The underwater theme from Mario got used in there too.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're probably all about. I might be a little bit older than you guys, but I bet we're all about the same age and grew up on that Mario and that 8-bit stuff. So I totally,
absolutely,
I had to bring it back.
Get that.
That's my jam.
So you guys, do you all sing?
We do.
Yes. Yeah, all 4 of us.
So before you guys started playing together, were you guys like playing separately and come together? How did you guys come together?
So the Craigslist thing is accurate. It's actually I moved to Houston and I was looking for a guitar player and I didn't know anybody, and I went on Craigslist actually and posted a couple other websites too, but Craigslist was one of them. I just said, new to town, play country music, looking for a guitar player. And so a buddy of Dallas who lives in Nashville actually responded, Tyler, and he's like, hey man, I'm in Nashville, but I got a buddy who lives in Houston and I saw your ad. I don't know. I guess Tyler was searching on Craigslist ads or something in Houston from Nashville. And he said, here's his number, hit him up. And so I called Dallas and he's like, yeah, man, I had one gig like scheduled, and it was like the next month or something. So I called Dallas and was like, hey man, you want to come over and jam a little bit? And so he did and came over and he learned like 40 songs and he played that one show with me. And then after that, through Dallas, introduced us to, well, you could take it from there, Dallas.
Yeah. And so me and Chad just crossed 6 years together. So it was a fateful December that led us to the next December, which we acquired our good friend and skin pounder, Mike Nera, on the drums. Mikey and I had been playing together since 2013. And ironically enough, we were also featured in an alternative rock band, Earshot.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Earshot. I remember you guys.
Yeah, so me and Mikey played in Earshot for a while at different times, and then we got together in 13. Yep. And after that endeavor, Mikey was in another project where Kevin was playing in, and I'll let Kevin go from there.
Yeah, I knew Mike was playing with Chad Cooke, and at the time I didn't know Dallas.
He does now.
Oh yeah, but
weird if he didn't.
Yeah. And I hit him up one time. I was like, we weren't really doing much in the other bands, I was playing in, and I was like, hey, I had some free weekends. I was like, hey, I know you're playing this country gig. Thinking maybe I'd like play a few weekends, drink some beers, have a good time. And literally the next day that I asked Mike about it, their current bass player went to said he had to go to med school, couldn't be in the band anymore.
Yeah.
So I came in. Actually, I wasn't even the first guy you guys wanted to interview. You guys wanted someone else. They
there was
his name was Kevin.
Yeah.
Did you have that mustache whenever you came in?
Do what?
Did you have that mustache whenever you first
the
came in?
mustache came a little.
He had a beard.
It would have been a shoe-in if I had the mustache. But Mike did vouch for me. I came in. I learned. I showed up and knew how to play all the songs, and I learned all 50 of those songs. Chad had on that list, but I think we only played like half of them.
Yeah.
Well, I gave him a list of 50 songs, and as a band, we only knew like 20 of them. I'm like, maybe this guy will know at least 20
I'm
of
like,
them.
I'm the chords for the songs they're supposed to know.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
That's
It was funny because it was like, wow, we're not going to play this song. Oh, we're not going to play that song. But I, took the time to learn it. But we're not. All right, cool. On to the next one.
Yep. Now you pull them back out if you need them, Chad. That's gotta be nice for you though to not only put a band together, but they all kind of they've played together and stuff. That helps so much, I bet. Yeah,
man. I mean, and obviously those guys have been playing in the Houston scene, whether in the same bands or different bands. So and like Dallas said, me and Dallas, I met Dallas 6 years ago, and then the rest of us have been, Mikey, I think 5 years ago, and then Kevin 4 years ago. So all four of us have been a band, just us four for 4 years now. And that's pretty uncommon too for a lot of bands. A lot of bands go in and out of different players, and they just hired guns, but this band, we don't treat it that way. I mean, we are a band in its fullest sense. We make decisions together. We write together. We do interviews together. So
it comes across. You can really tell it, and you can appreciate that. You could tell that you guys, you get along. You're a real band that's gets along, writes music, and you're down to do all this together. It's nice to see, and you could tell that comes across when you guys are on stage too. I love to see it.
Awesome. Appreciate that.
Let's talk nominations. Right now, you guys are nominated for Music Video and Band of the Year for the Texas Regional Radio. How's that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You guys pushing that. How do people kind of jump on that?
Yeah, we got nominated for that, and then this year we actually won New Band of the Year last year at the awards. It was all virtual. They had a virtual award show last year. We went 2 years ago to it. It was a really cool event, so to be nominated in the category, I mean, this year it's us and Whiskey Myers and Randy Rogers Band and Wade Bowen. So I mean,
for Band of the Year, yeah.
For Band of the Year, right? So just to be in that nomination list with those guys is awesome and very humbling for a little band out of Houston.
I hope you guys win. Don't tell them.
And I'm
Hell
pretty
yeah,
excited. The Cowboys Cowgirl lyric video is up for music video of the year, and I'd had no expectation that the lyric video that I made would possibly be up a music
Yeah,
video
that's
of the year.
awesome.
But pretty stoked about that.
Was that a fan submitted, or did you guys do that? Is that
The
Our
video?
IT guy made that.
No, I created the lyric video for that.
Kevin's our IT guy.
nice?
Yeah, I'm the IC guy. Yeah,
In-house IT.
that's me.
That's funny. So when you guys are out on the road, what do y'all like to do whenever you get some free time? Do you guys have some activities?
Drink margaritas,
Mexican
Mexican food,
Yeah.
Mexican
we
food,
hit-
margaritas.
joint. Yeah,
The greatest. That's who doesn't like that? That's the best possible thing you can do.
We got a show tonight, so we said, all right, what are we gonna do before the show? Mexican food, margaritas, Los Cucos.
Baby.
It's the
We're all
best.
about.
You guys
That's
have
our
places you like to eat at
Mexican
each
joint.
city?
Oh yeah, we have our favorite places in each city. You know, we always, every time we go through new town, especially if we're playing there, we'll stop and ask the venue, you know, what's the best Mexican food restaurant in town? Where's the best margaritas? You know, and we always try to go
Better
there.
serve margaritas.
Best margaritas don't always equal the best food, and
Yeah,
vice
it's
versa.
That's true.
sometimes you have to pick one.
I was talking to a buddy yesterday. We were actually at a Mexican restaurant. We were talking about Mexican food and margaritas, and I was asking him if he had ever been to a Mexican food restaurant in a town of like 1,000 people that serves alcohol, and he was like, not really. And I was telling him about they have like the Mike's Hard Lemonade margaritas and stuff like that, and they'll pour those over the rocks. I don't know what you guys would do if you saw that being prepared, but
That delicious.
You know, it's crazy when you go out to Texas and they don't have like endless chips and salsa.
Yeah, what's up with that?
That's weird.
Why do I have to order chips?
We don't go back to those places.
Yeah.
hilarious. That's
Yeah, you're not getting our business.
gold standard.
Screw those places.
So looking forward to having you guys here. You're going to be here on January 22nd with Bart Crows. Where would you send people online to check out your guys' music?
ChadCookeband.com. It's Chad C and then Cook with an E on the end, COOKE. Yeah, just go there, and from there you can find our links to our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter. Our full tour schedule is on there. Ticket links are on there. But just
Apple Music.
yeah, Yeah, you can listen to us. You can listen to our music anywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere and everywhere people stream or download music, you can find us. Yeah, or just give it a good old fashioned Google. You can find it that way.
Whoa.
Good. All right, guys. I appreciate it. Can't talk. Thank you guys for coming on the podcast. Looking forward to the show, and you guys take it easy. We'll see you soon.
All right, Travis. Thanks, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so
All right.
much, bro.